hustle on the farm.
Here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome to the channel. It's 15 out right now. We're gonna see a high of 23, it says today. This weekend, we're supposed to get down to a high of 11, low of 1. It's gonna be cold. So we got the heaters going in the shop. We're trying to wrap some things up. But that is where we're at. I'm gonna check on the calves. We got to get a few things to wrap the Mack up. I'd like to see the hood on it by the end of the day. Well, let's dive into today and see how it goes. It's beautiful other than it being cold. All part of it. Back from town. I think we got treats at Agway there, Kelly's. Got what I needed as far as, well, I only needed one thread repair kit, helicoils. But all of this was on sale, so I went a little all out. So usually they're like $28 to $30 a tool with the kit, and they were down to, I think they were $10 a piece, and these were usually 10 extra ones. I think there's 10 in each. Yep. And they were down to $2. So I just kind of went out all out. I got 5/16, quarter, and 3/8. That way we got spares. If you guys don't remember, I know there's noise with the heaters. It's all part of it. I do have another heater that we are going to wire in today, an electric one. I know we're wasting heat in an uninsulated building, but I'd like it a little bit warm. It's worth it at the end of the day. But if you don't know, this aluminum radiator, the one that's down in there, one of the bolts is messed up. On this side, somebody had already put helicoils in them. So you can see right there. This one's sticking out, which isn't good. I don't know why it's sticking out actually. But I really don't know why it's sticking out. So I want to get the bottom of this radiator done. We got to put another bracket. And then I think I got some help this afternoon. We can actually put the hood on, which once the hood's on, it's out of our temporary paint booth, because we got some things to paint black. And then we got to go back and we got to paint some red. We got a door. We got our air can that we got to get done up. But we got a bunch of jumping around. I know the shop is a mess. It kind of bothers me right now. I know the heater's probably loud too. We got stuff all over the place. I am waiting on a toolbox, which I'm very excited about, because then I can put tools away. I put all my tools up on the bench, then we get into projects and the tools just get piled places. It's all part of it. But alrighty, let me get the heater going, and the other heater. There's more heat. It says it's 40 in here right now, which is cool. It's a lot better than the 18 that it is outside. We got the temp up here into 43, it says, which is good. That's blowing this way. We do have the heaters going inside of there, so we can wrap that up. But like I said, and I forget who sent me this, so I'm not going to say a name, but I appreciate it. It's one of a few people. There was a note in it. I don't know where the note went. It did say, enjoy your gift. So here's what we got. We got a heater. We've actually flipped it over. It is on a remote, which is cool. So we got the remote. You sent me the circuit breaker, which my issue right now, we are gonna get it solved because we need more power in here. My power box is full. We need a break. We need a shut-off breaker in here, and we need some more ports. Since, well, my goal over the winter is an air compressor in the corner. That gas one that Guy sent us, that we've been using for the last 2 years, that has been absolutely amazing. that is going to go on some sort of skid or service by the spring, because we're going to need that for what? Well, we need a service vehicle, really, a daily driver service vehicle. So what I got right now, because I do not have a spot to wire that in, I'm not sure if I want it there. I'm thinking that will work. It will blow up. It will be good there. I got to wire it into an outlet, which is our welder outlet. So we're gonna see if we can do this without electrocuting ourselves. We should be good. Well, never mind, it goes this way. So it did beep and just turn on. So I did flip. Like I said, it's upside down compared to usual. So the writing right there is backwards. Turn this off for a sec so we can hear some things. The writing's backwards, but I did take out the screen and everything and turn it over. Let me get the remote. We'll see how this works. Oh, probably gotta mess with the battery. Or there's no battery in it. There's no battery in it. You know what the good thing is though? I got batteries the other day, I think. Okay, so we got the remote going. Wow, you can set this up to 95 degrees. Oh, damn. Change to Fahrenheit, change to, well, Celsius, Fahrenheit. So it says right now it's 47 degrees up there. It really ain't that bad for being 18 out. That's pretty warm. What that's gonna lead me to do is move this heater over that way so that we get some more heat going around. I'm excited for that. Well, by next winter, this will be spray foamed. I don't know if I'm gonna put a ceiling in, and we are gonna finish the concrete. That is 100% the goal. We've talked about, me and my buddies have talked about radiant floor. I don't really know. It is awesome to work on radiant floor, but you know, it does take some money, but not having concrete throughout the whole thing, it limits some. But you guys gotta, if you're new to the channel and haven't been watching for the last 3 years of my life, when I built the Hool tanker, we built that outside, and I had a torpedo heater in the tanker with me as I was welding baffles because it was so cold. I also got sick for 4 days after that, but that was that 3 or 4 years ago? Right at the beginning of COVID times. And either I got COVID or I was poisoned by myself. So, we've come a long way from, you remember those days? You won't even work outside with me. You'd go in the house and stay. Yeah. So, we've come a long way from working outside, then the hoop building. Now we got coverage. We got lights, we got electricity, we got some concrete. We got a mess of a shop. Half of me wants to clean the shop, the other half wants to wait till I get the toolbox because that would make life easier. So, alrighty, that's been sitting in the before Christmas. So I believe it was Keith. I believe Keith Frazier. I'm not sure though. So I appreciate it. It's warm and it's quiet. So I know this is noisy, but this puts out a lot of heat. I will admit, we got it warm enough in here that I took the bibs off and I feel great. So here's where we're at. You see, well, those are empty boxes now. Cleaned up a little bit. And it was driving me nuts, actually. Don't worry about the bench, it's gonna get cleaned up. But unboxed some things, got some things prepped. Weather seal, door handle, windows, window seals, door assembly for driver's door. That is not the door assembly for the driver. Yes, it is. I was looking at it. Whew. I was not going to be happy. Got the headlight assemblies and all that. So we've come a long, long way with what we got to put on. Tires, stuff like that. So now that I got things organized a little bit more in my life, I'm going to jump into actually working on the truck today. Does take some time. I did have a gentleman stop in We talked about crops and some things like that. So I appreciate some of the people that stop in that are in my life helping me get there. But it's like 55 degrees in here. I can barely see my breath. Ankle's all comfortable. And we're in a much better spot. Getting any of the chrome stuff off, that's gonna all go to somebody. Hopefully they can clean some of it up. If he can't clean it up, nobody can. But I gotta get these lights off the top, and they're gonna be a little more creative because the front bolts that go down through, yeah, we gotta be underneath it. But as you see, whoever last painted it had some runs and stuff like that. We got a little bit of rust to work on. Gotta take air horns off. See what we can do. So what we gotta do to be able to get to those, well, actually we gotta unhook that. Make sure I unhook that. We gotta take this headliner out. So I started taking the bolts out, which will get us to the air horn and get us to the front bottom bolts. This might be a two-person job, but we will see. At some point this thing's gonna fall on my head. This is the last one that's holding it in. Oh, there's two up here. Huh. Interesting. I'll show you guys in a minute. Since we got that roof out, definitely should probably put some Dynamat in on it. I think that would be pretty beneficial since it had a little bit of insulation, but not much, not nearly as good. So we'll get some Dynamat ordered. But let me pull that panel out. Don't want to break this because, well, finding another one might be very, very challenging. There we go. Okay, so this is what we got. We should probably wire this a little bit better with, it's not wired bad, but definitely smells like some rats, so mice. So like we see, we got a nut here. We gotta unhook some airline stuff and do some things. Only one airline or air horn I think works, so we might take that apart. But what I got going on is up in the front here, they're just spinning inside of each other. So I gotta hold on to them. But somebody put these lights on and used some of the original wiring, but then some, they never even heat shrunk them. So, but we'll get this cleaned up. This roof is solid. And we'll put some Dynamat on it, we'll quiet it down. Yeah, I'm actually amazed. Some of them are coming out nicely. Like here we go. I think these are actually plastic. Thought they were metal. Definitely plastic. That's annoying. And others are freaking battling us. So I got some of them out, not all of them. I've come to the realization we're gonna have to replace these lights anyways. And a few bolts. Well, they're actually rivets or whatnot. They're not actually rivets, but you know what I mean. So, this is what I got. One that was rusted off, couldn't get, so now we can put a pair of vice grips on it. Had to drill this one. That one was good, but as you see, they're, I don't know the proper term. Somebody put it in. This one here, same thing. So we're gonna have to get some of those. Well, one there, and hopefully this one comes out, but we've got air horns, and that's it as far as dismantling this cab. Okay, just got Dynamat ordered for the roof and for the doors. So before we reassemble, taking the air horn off, hopefully. And then, oh, it's spinning now. Well, we might take that apart and see. You guys are getting a great view, I know. So, here's up here. Actually, the bolt goes the other way. Goes down from the top. So, air horn. Just taking it apart to see what it actually looks like inside. Because as I said, I don't think one side of the horn ever has worked since we've got it. So I'm curious if the diaphragm's ripped, if it's just better to buy a whole new horn or what. Trying not to have everything brand new because it is, as we know, just a farm truck and just out here doing farm truck things. Make it too nice and we're not gonna use it the way it should be used. Okay, so the spring is a little broke on the one, but I think we could use the adjustment bolt and make it work. I think it was just a heavier spring on the one side than the other, or meant to be like that or whatnot, so it goes out. So with some adjustment, we could be good. You can get the same, well, we could update to a new style or something similar, but I guess these are, they call them vintage. So we'll go with vintage. All right. I'll see if we can get the front half polished and probably paint the back half black, because that is painted, unless they can polish it. I doubt it, it's pretty nicked. Yeah. Okay, we gotta dismantle this door because we do have to remantle that door. Assemble that door. And if you guys remember, this door always, even with this new piece, we always had some issues. It never sealed up very well. And, well, oh, we're gonna ruin it. But we got all that. So I'm very excited for that. Let me see if I can, I put this in there just so it wouldn't rattle as much. And oh, here we are, I gotta take that out. But all of this is, actually, once I pull this out, we will be in a good spot. So some of this gets saved, but mostly we're swapping the assembly in. They're gray because they're, well, this was the new one. So going in a brand new, well, not brand new, but a better door. So I'm excited for that. And then that's going on this. Window seal there. Wasn't doing very good. Good thing we got more over there. You guys got some glare up there? Yeah. So we got new ones of that. And this window here itself, I'll show you here. As we see, that's disconnected, which good thing we bought this, which they're not giving these away any longer. They haven't given them away as long as I've been doing them. They're like 260 bucks a piece. That's 670, 80. It used to be like 300 back like 3-4 years ago. But I did not have my side working. It would not go down. And I actually got I got a bruise on my arm reaching out the door when we were hauling manure aggressively from the window, trying to open the outside because it was not working. Alrighty, let me pop that off, pop this out, take the mirrors off. Weather stripping all deteriorated, window not sealing. I'm thinking between all these upgrades and the Dynamat on the roof and just getting things right, it is going to be pretty nice to ride in here. A lot nicer than it was. I know it's still only an R model, but at the end of the day, my R model. I love it. This truck's been good to me. So when the doors are fully intact, you should come out. Let's see if we can do this. All the way down. Should come out that easy. If you guys remember from the previous time, we had to break some things, do some stuff, but yeah, we got to switch our old locks back to our old, well, the old mechanism, because we got the OG style. We put this somewhere where it's safe. Probably nowhere. I know there's a few people that want this truck straight piped. I'm not one of them. Running it daily. So we're just doing no exhaust. Hood stacking it, right? No. I'm gonna see if Jared can polish this a little bit. It ain't great. Definitely ain't great, but we gotta take it off anyways to make painting a whole lot better around here. Okay, this is everything stripped off the cab. As I said, we got all the new door weather seals, window seals. I don't think you guys understand how excited I am for this. I actually did learn about the windshield, so you can't get them that, and some of this stuff is all from HD Parts, which is a PAI dealer in Florida. PAI has aftermarket Mack parts that you just can't get any longer, such as all that stuff and that and this and all sorts of stuff. So they cannot get a windshield any longer. That kit is outdated. And yesterday when I was at Danny Smith's place, he said, just call Mack. They're really not that expensive. So I gotta give Mack a call tomorrow. Yeah, that's the plan. Actually, we forgot one piece. I'm putting this air cleaner back on because I like the look of it. On the top. Ooh, this one's got a short one. So if we put the tall one on, we can actually reach stuff. And that is not what I needed. I thought it was I should just bring this with me. We'll get it off. So why are we switching air cleaners? This one has a single. Singles are more common. This one's actually in great shape, so we'll hold on to it for some future project probably. But I like the look of this. I think that will polish up nicely over the years of it not being polished very well, clearly. We got a short top lid. We got a short top lid, and this green one had well, a long top lid. So I'm thinking we're gonna put the long one on. That will sit up a little bit higher. This lid is actually in unbelievably good shape. Needs a gasket, but that's normal. We would just have to drill the 3 holes that I'm not really sure. I think that's got some hold down straps in between. We should take that cover off and see. But I think that will look good sitting on that with some chrome sitting on top. Yeah, that should do it. So I like these, I think they're rubber and it says max 8 foot-pounds. And they're meant so you can easily take them off. Somebody did something with this. They lowered. Oh, he said this had an Aussie outlet, so it went up and went out. I don't know if they cut that on purpose. They cut it and bolted it. So they cut a different one and I don't know. Don't make no sense to me. This is the biggest reason why I got a new one. So here's the old one. Broken bolts, they self-tapered a bunch of stuff through. All mint. Yes, there's stuff in the way, but and it's got those rubber. I like those. Really good. There we go. Bottom's all good. Even the gaskets and it's good stuff. But those come with the filters usually. So see how these are all still on there? And some of these are drilled through the sides, some of them are broken off. That filter's still stuck in the bottom, rusted right out. That air can's gonna be much, much better. We got everything from a Napa filters to a Mack filter. Wick filter is what I think I had in it. I do believe that I know that these elements are the same on, well, they'll be the same on this truck as on the silage truck, which makes, when you have stuff all the same, it makes a big difference. Instead of having multiple filters, because we do have oh, yep, the steering wheel that's got to go on the 75 for GPS. We do have air filter that we won't need any longer. But that's the air filter that came out of this truck because it had a single in it. And the duals is because you have 2 inlets, so. Yeah. So in the meantime, I had a gentleman that's local here, and we gotta make a decision. I haven't really decided, so drop it down in the comments. You guys like patches? So this is a snapback hat. I've thought about different colors. I've had some people ask me about women's colors as far as clothing and hats and whatnot. So pretty cool. I'd love to do more stuff with some of the local vendors. We've been in the works of it, but let me know if you guys like that. We could add that to the store. And like I said, they're snapbacks, and I've already had friends say, oh yeah, snapbacks will fit my head better. I don't know. I'm a flex fit guy, so I do like the stitching, the flex fit. So you can get the flex fit in small, medium, or large XL snapbacks. And I know the females like snapbacks because of ponytails. So I don't know. Right down below, we'll see what we like, and maybe we'll give it a try. So yeah, appreciate him stopping in. We were working on it. I saw him at the grocery store the other day, and yeah, see what comes of it. So alrighty, I've done enough cab stripping down. That will go to paint tomorrow. Well, we'll get it prepped tomorrow. We can prep the cab some more tomorrow. I want to get some of the dents out of the cab. I ended up splitting up this video of the day because it was getting a little long based on the next one. But I thought we had radiator all figured out, and clearly we didn't. So you'll see it on the next video. Finger hurts. Radiator's not done. Yeah. More of the cab is done, and I got a bunch of parts ordered, well, on the way. Nothing too crazy. Just the fine detail stuff. So we're getting closer and closer to it. If the temperatures were a little warmer, if we had some more in the shop, we could be painting. I don't think we're gonna because, well, it's snowing outside. And it's cold. And it's gonna get colder. And it's gonna warm up next week. So, alrighty. Appreciate you guys watching along. Like and subscribe and being part of the channel. And, well, we're gonna keep tinkering along on the Mack and get it wrapped up so we can go back to work with it.